on Newscenter tonight. Shots ring out on the 100 block of Liberty Street. Local personalities check in at the California Hotel groundbreaking. Vulcans attempt to bring their record to 2-1 amid late-game theatrics, and the Disc Golf Club is flying high on the SAI farm. Newscenter starts right now.
Good evening and welcome to CUTV Newscenter for the week of September 22nd, 2011. I'm Justin Carlo.
And I'm Lauren Tarosic.
For the second time this semester, California University of Pennsylvania is having to warn students about another off-campus shooting. At around 2:45 a.m. Thursday morning, shots were fired in the 100 block of Liberty Street in California Borough near campus. No injuries were reported and the suspect has not been apprehended. California Borough Police are investigating and University Police are cooperating with their investigation. Students are advised to use caution when traveling, and anyone who may have witnessed the incident is encouraged to call campus police at 724-938-4299 or 911.
Students gathered on Tuesday in the Natali Student Center for the California University President's State of the University Address at this year's student convocation. Joy Levere has the story.
It's been almost 160 years since the single two-story schoolhouse was built in the town of California. Since then, our campus sits on a sprawling 92 acres and has 38 buildings. Our advancements throughout the years and for the future was just one of the subjects mentioned at this year's student convocation. I had time to catch up with Dr. Armenti after his presentation to talk about the changes that are ahead.
Provide some equipment, and we're going to provide an opportunity for faculty, students, and staff to learn from each other how to use this technology in a classroom, how to use smartphones, for example, to enhance the teaching and learning in a class. Because the mission is a worthy mission. We should be providing high-quality education at the lowest possible cost to the students. On Thursday morning, there's going to be a groundbreaking for the new hotel up in the Technology Park. The university was instrumental in encouraging that to happen. We were not directly involved. But that hotel, the purpose of it is to support the Convocation Center.
The new CalFusion app, the hotel, and the opening of the new Convocation Center are what we have to look forward to and what future students can enjoy for years to come. This is Joy Levere reporting, CUTV.
Get used to seeing more construction vehicles around the area over the next year. The highly anticipated hotel and restaurant project celebrated its groundbreaking Thursday afternoon at the California Technology Park.
Together and make things happen. We're very proud of that, and you can see that in what's going on here in the county, here over the hill there. It's local government, county government, state government, and the federal government working together.
Let me simply offer congratulations to my good friend Rich Miller and to Dr. Armenti and the California community and all the other players, some of whom I haven't met yet, but look forward to meeting today.
We are proud to be able to provide one of the lowest tax rates in the region here in Washington County for 16 years running. We're growing in population and there's so much to offer, but it's only here to offer because we have people who invest in our community, who are from the community.
And I'm proud of California University, and we can compete with anybody, anywhere, anytime. Our students are the greatest, and you are the greatest. We're so proud of you.
A nearby hotel has been on our wish list for many years. How about 19? I want to thank everyone whose creativity and plain hard work has transformed that wish into an exciting reality that we celebrate the beginning of here today. Without doubt, this hotel will make a positive impact on our university.
The Hampton Inn and the yet-to-be-determined restaurant is scheduled to open next fall. CUTV will keep you updated with all the details.
The Student Activity Board held a club and organization fair this morning for all Cal students. CUTV reporter Gloria Stone has more.
Thursday afternoon, the Club and Organizational Fair was held in the Natali Student Center. Students were able to see what clubs and organizations the university has to offer.
Today supporting Cal Rocks, and we offer Mass on campus. We provide Mass and then also community service as well throughout the year and the semester.
Many activities on campus are not just for a certain major. Any student wishing to be part of a club may join.
It's open to anyone on campus. Actually, a lot of the students we have are other majors. We're actually, the fewest we have is communication majors and WCAO.
Clubs at the fair included Greek life, community service, as well as those related to academic major. However, the activity transcript booth informed many students why it is important to get involved from an employee's point of view.
Apply for scholarships. They want to know more than the GPA. They want to know that the students are active on campus with clubs and organizations, being leaders.
Advise other people to come and participate in all these clubs and organizations instead of sitting in your room or doing nothing. So, and it's good to just kind of put yourself out there.
If you weren't able to make it down to the Performance Center today to pick out all your free stuff, you can go to Cal's website under the Current Student tab to see a list of all the clubs. Reporting for CUTV, I'm Gloria Stone.
A fatal crash involving a California resident occurred on Monday in Carroll Township. Mary Beth Baxter suffered minor injuries after failing to stop at the expressway exit ramp on Route 136. Police say John Lewis Thomas, 42 of Waynesburg, was not wearing a seatbelt when he was partially ejected from his pickup truck and died in the collision as a result of head injuries. Police Chief Paul Brand said he would leave it up to the Washington County District Attorney's Office to determine if Baxter will face charges. So Justin, did you have a chance to attend the club and organization fair that took place today?
I actually did. I went and walked around, and I was kind of disappointed with the free giveaways in the past years. There was usually a lot, but it was a good time.
You didn't pick up any T-shirts or anything?
No, I didn't get any T-shirts. Did you? Did you even go?
I did not go.
You did not go.
I did not make it. So no T-shirts for me either.
Well, at least it wasn't outside because we've had some rainy weather. So.
Right, and we'll have to see if that's going to continue.
We'll see if the rainy weather does go into next week when we return with student meteorologist Emily Timko.
Hello everyone, welcome to Cal U Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Emily Timko. We're going to take a look at our weather headlines. There is some wet weather that we'll be seeing in the near future here through the end of this week. Cooler temperatures are right around the corner, and fall is on its way. It starts tomorrow, so we're going to check out, see if we get some of that fall-like weather coming on later into the week and starting your new work week. All that and more when CUTV returns. So make sure you stay tuned.
Welcome back to News Center. I'm Miriam Mason with your entertainment report. The Broadway musical Wicked is currently being performed at the Benedum Center in Pittsburgh. Uniontown native Justin Wyrick is starring as one of the dancers on the national tour.
Touring in the Broadway production of Wicked, and I've been on tour for a year and a half now. I also toured Europe and Asia in the European tour of West Side Story for 9 months, and I also did 2 seasons of the Radio City Christmas Spectacular with the Radio City Rockettes.
Before getting his start on Broadway, Justin studied and performed different styles of dance. He also was involved in other extracurricular activities.
I studied dance at the Ginny Tanner Dance Studio, and I also studied dance at the Koza and Company Dance Studio. I did my high school musicals, so I performed at Laurel Highlands Senior High School. That's where I attended high school. Our annual dance recitals were held at Uniontown High School. I also had the opportunity to perform at the State Theater with Cal U and also West Virginia Public Theater.
Other than being on tour, Justin is currently teaching dance classes around the U.S. He also gives his advice for anyone interested in getting any type of career.
If you want a job in the performing arts area or any career, while you're putting the work in, I mean, work your hardest, invest fully into it so you get the most out of it.
Wicked will be in Pittsburgh until October 1st. Performances are nightly and tickets are still available. The creator of the popular comic strip Ziggy, Tom Wilson, has died at the age of 80. Wilson is a Uniontown native who was a graduate of the class of 1949 from South Union Township High School. He traveled to Cleveland, where he began his work on the comic Ziggy. He performed and served as a creative director for the 35 years he was there, and then he began his work on Ziggy. Tom Wilson died after a long-lasting illness. Kim Kardashian, Sean Diddy Combs, John Legend, and many other celebrities have worked up over the trial of Troy Davis. Kardashian tweeted, "All he wants is a polygraph test to prove that he is innocent, and the judicial system can't give that to him? Let's make Troy Davis a trending topic. No one should die by lethal injection when there is so much doubt." However, the polygraph test was denied by officials. Davis was convicted of murder in 1991 after killing an undercover police officer. He has been awaiting the death penalty since 1997. Super 8 starts next week at the Vulcan Theater, playing at 4 and 8 p.m. After witnessing a mysterious train crash, a group of friends begin to notice strange things in their small hometown. Elle Fanning, Amanda Michalka, and Kyle Chandler star in the sci-fi thriller. Speaking of theaters, coming out this Friday is the movie Abduction, starring Taylor Lautner. In the thriller, Lautner is in search for his real family after seeing himself on a missing persons website. Most of the movie is filmed in the Pittsburgh area. Looking at the Cal calendar, starting this Friday and ending Sunday is Family Weekend. Family and friends are invited to join their Cal U students for athletics and to participate in different activities around campus. If you're looking for a way to go to France and Spain and to get a learning experience from it, then attend the meeting next Wednesday, September 28th on the second floor in Watkins Hall. At the meeting, Dr. Sherwell will discuss how going to another country will help students with business in the future through learning about other countries' economies. A brand new eye-opening exhibit is now showing here at Cal U in the Mandarino Library. CUTV reporter Andy Hughes treks to the third floor gallery for the story.
Earlier this month at Cal U, the Mandarino Library featured a new exhibit that put on the display all of the details of one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. Lasting Light, 125 years of Grand Canyon photography, is the latest exhibit to come to the gallery at Cal U. The display that was debuted earlier this month has already been a huge success. Students of all age groups continue to look at how photography and the Grand Canyon have developed over time. Tim Buchanan, the Executive Director of Special Initiatives, explains what else students can learn from the exhibition.
They're designed so that each exhibition, in addition to being artistic in nature, they also involve culture, they also involve ecology. So this one is called Lasting Light, 125 Years of Grand Canyon Photography. So not only does it document the history of photography, so they understand how it was done, what box and shutter cameras were, and things like that, it also involves the history of the Grand Canyon, which involves Native American issues and a whole number of others. Each of the activities the students do when they come to these is tied directly to state standards for testing. So it allows the school districts, as well as the teachers, to meet those obligations while at the same time providing experiential learning opportunities for the students.
Buchanan then explained why these exhibits are so unique at Cal U.
We are the only university in the state of Pennsylvania that has a relationship as a partner and participant in the SITES program. So that distinguishes us uniquely from other schools.
The Grand Canyon exhibit will be open for select hours until November 7th. For CUTV Newscenter, I'm Andy Hughes.
So Super 8 came out this summer. Did either of you see it?
I have not seen it, but I've heard some decent things. Maybe I'll go check it out this week.
I actually did get to see it this summer, and it's one of my favorite movies, so maybe if you have nothing to do, Miriam, we could go see it together.
Well, if it's as good as you say it is, I'll definitely think about it.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Miriam.
You're welcome.
When we return, Wilmore has your sports report. Stay tuned. Welcome back to News Center. I'm Clinton Logan with sports. After last week's win against CW Post, the Vulcans took to the road on a 6-hour trek to Eiler Martin Stadium to take on the Warriors of East Stroudsburg. The matchup would pit two 200-win coaches in John Luckhart and Denny Dowds against each other, as only one team would claim their second win of the season. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. Starting off there, you see Thomas Mayo. He'd have to have a huge game here for California. Starting off on California's first drive, it was Peter Lawlick with a 7-yard touchdown run as he was able to put California on the board first. They took a 7-0 lead in the first quarter. East Stroudsburg would do nothing on their first drive, so it was California to the air, and it's Lawlick trying to find Mayo. Fortunately, that is picked off, thrown into double coverage, and it's Curtis Culbreth with the interception. Again, the Warriors do nothing, so California on their third drive. This time, it's Lawlick to Gumbert, and they connect for a score. Makes it 14-0 California early in this game. Ray Wagner and his Warriors out on the passing drive. They were leading all passing in Division II, and check out this interception. Sean Anderson tips it to Rontez Miles, and California comes up with the ball. However, the Vulcans would turn it right back over as Lawlick throws an interception to Taylor Cave of the Warriors. The Warriors would capitalize on that turnover as Wagner would find Dusty Reed for the touchdown to make it 14-10 in this game. The turnovers were the problem in this game for California and East Stroudsburg, 10 turnovers combined for the teams, and this fumble would eventually lead to another touchdown here for East Stroudsburg. There you see it's Darius Jackson with a 1-yard run. Gave East Stroudsburg a 19-14 lead. California tries to take the lead here, and it is Lamont Smith fumbling it into the end zone, and Curtis Culbreth comes up with the fumble. California needs a turnover here, and Eric Harris comes up with the big interception to give California a chance. Let's take a listen to Will Moore, who had the call here on California's fourth down play.
Jedrick Cherry line up to the, Lamont Smith up to the right. It's going to be Lawlick back. He's going to air this one out. Mayo is going to haul this one in, and Mayo is gone. Touchdown, California. Thomas Mayo all the way down the field for the touchdown.
A big touchdown there for Mayo gave California a 22-19 lead, but East Stroudsburg had a couple minutes to come back, but Darnell Harding takes away that chance. He gets the pick, and he seals the win for the Vulcans. The Vulcans would get it moved to 2-1 there as they defeat East Stroudsburg 22-19. Peter Lawlick, 29 of 45, 384 yards through the air and 2 touchdowns. He was the PSAC West Player of the Week. And there you see Thomas Mayo, 12 receptions, just over 200 yards there, and the touchdown. After the long road trip out east, the Vulcans return home for a family weekend versus the Clarion Golden Eagles. This is the 82nd meeting between the two teams and will serve as the PSAC West opener. Clarion suffered a 54-24 loss last week at Shippensburg and currently is 0-3. The game can be heard live online at the wcal.calu.edu and the rebroadcast on CUTV Monday at 6 p.m. and Tuesday at 4 p.m. Injuries occur in every sport, and the severity of those injuries varies. But one injury that has been seeing a lot of attention is concussions. Concussions have been seen a lot in the professional spotlight of sports, but what is its presence like on the campus of CalU? I had a chance to find out a little bit more about concussions thanks to the athletic training staff here at CalU.
Educational partner of the Pittsburgh Penguins, we all know how serious concussions can be through star Sidney Crosby's injury. But how serious are concussions at Cal, and how do athletes know if they are suffering from a concussion?
Well, concussions, they used to be graded on a scale of 1 to 3, depending on the severity and loss of consciousness. However, that system's kind of been outgraded. And what we go by is the symptoms and the severity of symptoms and the duration of symptoms afterwards. We've had some that were mild concussions. We call them traumatic brain injuries, TBIs. They can be relatively mild, as in the symptoms will last, for a couple days, and athletes will return. We've had others where concussions have been more serious, and athletes have actually been disqualified from their sports.
Concussions do not only occur in sports, however, so if you think you might be suffering from a concussion, you should get medical attention immediately.
There's a lot of things that can happen if you don't manage a concussion properly, and if you have those symptoms, and especially if your symptoms worsen over a period of time, as in if you have a headache and then over the next hour or so things get worse, you definitely need to get in, be evaluated by a physician at the hospital. Because some severe cases, you can actually rupture a blood vessel in the brain, which will cause some serious effects later on. You want to make sure that those are caught and handled appropriately.
If you feel any concussion-like symptoms, be sure to stop in the health center located on the first floor of Carter Hall. CalU's newest sports club is benefiting from the purchase of a 98-acre farm by SAI. The CalU Disc Golf Club has been gaining popularity in the area with the addition of a course built this summer. CUTV's own Allison Steinheiser has more on the story.
When Cal U decided to create a disc golf course, they turned to a student to help them get started.
This course was designed by Graham Davis up here at the SAI farm. He went through and got a routing.
Davis's love for the game inspired him to put in the time to do the work.
Other schools across the nation have disc golf courses on Lake California, so I came up with the idea, why not start a disc golf club?
Construction on the course has been ongoing. However, the course can be played at this time.
Graham and I, with the help of Butch and his crew up here at the farm, went around, installed the 18 baskets, removed a ton of weeds and things to make the course playable.
Because the course is so new and the club has just started, there are several short-term goals.
One of the main plans is, getting the course ready, getting the tee pads in, getting the tee signs in, make it a little bit more navigatable to the general public, because we have a lot of people that we're finding they're coming in from the area. It's the only disc golf course I know between Pittsburgh and Morgantown.
Although the disc golf club will use the course, anyone can play.
Get people in the area into the sport, because it's not just for Cal students, for the community. It's a great sport because there's not a lot of learning curve. If you can throw a disc, you can play the sport.
Not only is Cal U's disc golf course a great place for students to have fun, but it can also be a great form of exercise with so many hills.
This course here is on 98 acres of land, and it goes uphill for 11 straight holes, so you're feeling it in your legs by the time you get to the highest point of the course.
While the course itself is in the finishing stages, students are finding it at a surprising rate.
There's people coming from Uniontown and other parts of western Pennsylvania to play here. As the university, we have a lot of students who enjoy disc golf.
If you'd like to try disc golf but you don't have the equipment, you can sign out discs at Heron Recreation and Fitness Center with a valid Cal card. Reporting for CUTV Newscenter, I'm Allison Steinheiser.
So guys, Cal U now has a disc golf club, and you guys think maybe you'll go check it out, or have you ever played the game before?
I have not, but I have heard a lot about it. I may just go up there and check it out.
Well, I know a lot of the CUTV crew is really into it, so I'll have to go up with you guys sometime. And I know Lauren's probably not actually going to do it, but I will. Yeah, I'll definitely go check it out. It looks like a fun sport. I know I want to try my hand at it.
I'm actually going to go, Justin, so thank you for that. I'm going to try it out.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Clint. And we would actually like to apologize to you, Clint.
And you, Miriam.
We said both your names wrong today, so
and
we do apologize.
We do, and we will get it right this time. Promise.
So thank you, Clint. That will do it for this week's edition of News Center. Don't forget, you can check out this week's and previous editions of News Center online at any time.
You can visit our page by going to youtube.com and searching CUTV News Center. We'll see you next week.